Alright, welcome to our first ever edition of Travel Tips, a new series that we're bringing to y'all. Today we're going to talk about the 5 best apps that we found most useful during our trip. And some of these apply more to longer term travel, anything where you're doing some traveling in between cities or in between countries while you're on a trip. They apply less to, fly to this country, stay in the city for a week, and then fly back home. So keep that in mind when you hear these suggestions. So, first one, Hostel World. It is an app, obviously, that finds hostels in different cities, and it has a ton of options. It has great reviews. It has enough users to where the reviews are reliable and helpful. So it was a very solid app, and we used it all the time. We booked probably 40-something hostels through Hostel World. Prices are cheap. You can sort by different things: price, location, rating, anything that you want to search for with a hostel, you can search for through Hostel World. Currency converter. This is one of those things where it was really nice to have because we were changing countries so often that it was hard to keep track of the currency rate. So whenever you connect to the internet, this thing updates to the minute of what the currency rates are at that time. So that was a really nice app to have, and one that we used all the time, especially when we were traveling through some of the smaller countries where we would hit them really quickly and keep going. It was just nice to have all those currencies right in your phone. Skyscanner, which we've talked about before in this series, phenomenal app, so good. Definitely gives you the best prices and the most options, and it allows you to do things like search the cheapest month or the cheapest day, or find the cheapest round trip during a time period, which is extremely helpful planning a trip that it has more flexibility to it. So if you don't have to be on schedule, like on a certain schedule at a certain place at a certain time, Skyscanner has these options where you can literally click cheapest month. It also has hotels now, so you can look into that as well. Another one, this one proved really helpful for the less populated, less traveled to countries with far less public transportation or trains and stuff like that. Rome to Rio. It's Rome and then with number 2, Rio. I want to get from Rome to Lake Bled, and it'll tell you exactly how to get there, because that's actually kind of a hard trip, because you have to go up through Venice, then up to Austria, and then down into Slovenia. It's really nice to be able to just type this in, and it pops up and tells you exactly what times the different buses are, what times the trains are, and it'll tell you exactly how to get there, and also give you options and price ranges, so that you can kind of know what to expect when you arrive and need to buy your bus ticket. Final one, this one's more directed towards iPhone users. It's Apple Maps. It was so helpful. I cannot tell you how often that I used this, because you can fly into a city, connect to internet, pull up the map, and it will load a good portion of that map, like enough of your general surroundings, like within a 5-mile radius, that it will give great detail on streets. And once you disconnect from the internet, from Wi-Fi, it will still update where you are on that map. Your GPS, it still coordinates where you are, and so you can see where you are in any city basically in the world. And we used this so frequently. Yeah, those are our top 5s. Again, to recap: Hostel World, Currency Converter, Apple Maps, Skyscanner, and Rome to Rio. So this has been our first episode of Travel Tips. Stay tuned for next week, when we will go over what to do if you get sick or injured on the road, and what to do for vaccinations before you leave on your trip. So I hope this helped, and y'all have a great week. We'll see you next time.